Okay, this unit, February 2022, right off, I'm gonna go ahead and reset this so I can get an hour reading. So AquaPlus, and we got, whoop, missed it. Caught myself talking. And we're gonna call it, wow, 94, not even 100 hours. One of the issues I'm seeing right now that the water in the recovery tank is purging itself out onto the batteries. This is not good. They got to be aware of how much they got in there, and electrolyte levels are somewhat low. But this needs to be wiped up. They need to open up this tank every time. So now another issue is I see power wiring already out of the cover. So removing this, we want to take a look at our spray nozzles. Solenoids have just been replaced recently. It's hard to say, but all this should be all tied up. This should all be tied up together, at least so we can get this cover back on and off. In order to clean these tips on the blow moisture and the restore, which is underneath this cover, they have to be able to access all this. So we have a chemical tank here, so I'm hoping that there's no chemical being put inside here. Another thing I like to look for is besides running over toilet paper, this filter that's located right here, this typically does not get checked by many people, especially when users are new. We don't see them checking that. So now that we got this off, we can see the condition of the rear caster. But reaching in here, I'm checking for the valve to make sure it's on the open side. So we'll get to that, but I'm gonna go ahead and look for some other issues. Now, this is what I was mentioning to the management, this 1/4 area here, we're not gonna see much very good performance from here down. So we have to make sure we're at this level, but when we get down to here, we need to check our recovery tank here, make sure we can empty that. So I'm gonna continue this if necessary. Okay, so I have the valve, the red valve, open, and there is very little water coming out. So what that tells me is the drawstring that holds the solution cover has worked its way down into the drain. There's an elbow, but I can't get to it from where I'm at here. I'm gonna try, but it is caught in there, reducing the flow through the solution line system. So I'm gonna shut it off right now. So they have to be careful. Anything that can get caught in there will get caught in there eventually and work its way in. And so I'm gonna try my best to get it pulled out. I have the AquaPlus on this bench to try to move an object that has fallen inside the tank, which is blocking this output from the tank that goes into the solution, ultimately solution lines. But looking at some of the stuff I see here, nobody's been cleaning the vac shoes. In fact, yeah, they're both blocked. I do not understand how they're picking up any water. Brushes appear to have not been pulled out. So this is the newest machine for this customer that we've seen, and we just have some issues so far. Crushed back hose from the back here. But what I'm trying to do is trying to relocate whatever's in this and take care of it, try to pull it out. But there's a lot of debris under here that I'm seeing. And it's just aftercare really is not being done on a regular basis. Yeah, so we're gonna try to clean up some of this the best we can, but it's gonna take an effort from the users to know how to remove these brush shoes and clean them on a regular basis. Okay, so I still have the machine on the bench, and I looked to try to clear out the vac shoes, but this is what's inside the hose right now. I just cleared this out. Okay, not only that, there's no vacuum suction going through that. So we have a training issue on aftercare of this unit, which was probably started by a coffee stirrer, because this whole, I mean, I cleared some of it out, but it's warped now. Pinched here, so we're not going to get any good coverage or extraction of water with these as bad condition as they are right now. So the other one I still haven't. Look how pinched that's almost pinched shut. Starts normal up here, and it's warped because of the lack of cleaning. So training didn't take place, it seems like, but we're here to help. Also, another thing, I had to use a screwdriver to pull the cover off. Look at the cover, full of debris. Nobody's been taking this off. I can tell when they're seized up. These knobs and the plates. This knob here should be hand tight, and I'm gonna need a tool to pop this. So chances are we got the same, if not more, debris down here on the idler side. Yeah, that's the idler side. This is the drive side with the pulley. So anyways, the piece of debris has been relocated to another side of the machine. I believe it could be a scraper. I'm not positive, but that's what it looked like on my endoscope that I used to look at the inside of the tank. When it's on its side, I was able to see it. So there's some debris in there. And so anyways, I'm gonna get this back on the floor, and we'll continue on with this process.